folks, this is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. You have the Dow down 11, NASDAQ off 7, S&Ps are off 4.5. Gold contract up down $1.70, trading at $1,283.50 an ounce. Silver up a penny at $19.47 an ounce. Platinum up $3, $1,420 an ounce. Copper off a penny and a half at $3.19 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $93.84 a barrel. Bonds, you can't hold them down, folks. 10-year up 7 ticks at 126.08. 30-year is almost up a point. It's up 22 ticks at 141.07. 10-year bottom line wants to go to 128. 30-year, 142. King dollar pulling back down 229 at 84.45. The euro up 28 at 131, and the yen is trading out there at 103.85. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We have a cash S&P out here that hit 2002. We got 2005 yesterday, 0.04. You have two benchmarks, folks. A benchmark, specifically, we're talking about either, making it or breaking it, meaning going higher or coming lower. A test with higher, lighter volume over the high. Your first benchmark on the cash S&P is 1994.76. You close underneath that Friday, that a failure on price and volume. I'm speculating the volume, but right now, as I walk you through this, the volume is probably going to be the lightest it has been all year for a weekly volume. So that is the first benchmark. The second benchmark is more important because if you close into the first one, which is 1994.76, it's not a big deal. You could basically go right to the high in a heartbeat. The second one is, though, the second one is 1991.39. The 1991.39 is the 24th of July. Because what we would have had thus far would be this, in a week, and in a day. You would have gone to a higher high. My speculation is that we are going to have lighter volume on the weekly, and you would have failed. Because the way that the volume is coming in once again today, it's coming in as the lightest day of the year. Now, that happened. Thus far, Monday was it for a full day. Tuesday was close. So Monday we did 493 million. Yesterday, 512. Right now, the way this is shaking out, you're at 304. So the way that's shaking out is that we'll probably do about 470, 480. It's hard to believe that we'll get 200 million coming in the last hour. We may. Yesterday when I started the show, we're at 350 and it came in at 512. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What the Dow did out here yesterday, Dow double-topped out here yesterday. It's going sideways, no big deal. The benchmark on the Dow is that high. That high is 17,151. We hit it yesterday, closed underneath it. NASDAQ Composite, we take a look at the composite. What do you have with the composite? She went to another high today. She's really flat. She's down $6, but realistically, yesterday you had a high of 4,575.58, and today you did the same, 4,575, and you're at a 0.81. So the NASDAQ, in order to have a failure, has quite a way to go down. The composite would have to get into 4,533. Well, it's not a huge amount, but it is 33 points. We go look at the SPY, the SPY. What you have with the SPY is this. The SPY is at 210 and 200.10. Your high out there yesterday was 200.83. NASDAQ Composite, the NDX 100. What you have with the NDX 100, we are at the highs. We're at 99.44. You've done 11 million shares thus far. It's up on air. We'll see how the bubble gets whacked. Gold contract. We go take a look at the gold contract. What we have with gold is this. Price spread out here today went from 1280 to 1288. You are at 1283.30 right now. As long as you stay inside 1281.30, you're in the higher range. We would want to see more volume come in that contract, however. We go look at silver. SIZ for. So silver contract out here. We have with silver. Okay, well, this is interesting. There's a lot of contracts here in silver. This is encouraging. Okay, so silver's done 34,000 contracts today, and we don't have a lot of movement, but what you do have is this. When you start pushing, yesterday we did 33,000 contracts. Today we did 35. I like how that's looking. Whenever you start pushing into higher price and you have an expansion of volume, bottom line, that's what it wants to do. And it's going to take quite a bit for silver to get back inside the higher range. That we're at 1947. The higher range, folks, is 1994. Bonds, the ever-ready bunny. These bonds are a trip, no doubt. So, 10-year, check this out. This is pretty intense, folks. We've done 2.1 million contracts in the 10-year today. We're at 126.07. That is a monster. That is number one saying that you're not only going to get up to the last high, which was generated on the August 15th. That was a spike high at 127.01. I think this thing's going to blow it away. It looks like it's another ABC structure. It is. This could be another ABC structure inside an ABC. Man, oh, man. That's powerful. 104.07. That's $3. Yeah, 128.19. So the A to B structure inside an ABC is almost 129. The 30-year bond. What do we have with the 30-year bond? 30-year bond has also done a huge amount of volume out here today. 565,000 contracts. Man, this is impressive. Okay, so we're at 141.06. The spike high of the 15th was 141.21. This is going to blow it away. 142 is on the way. But what you also have inside this bond market, folks, is that each and every expansion on the way up, you get wide price spread, you get accelerated volume. These bonds want a lot higher price. The yield on the 10-year right now is 2.361. What I expect you're going to see, this is going to be amazing. We're going to see probably 30-year mortgages at 3.9 next week, folks. That's pretty intense. King Dollar. Let's go take a look at King Dollar out here. King Dollar's backing down today. 19,000 contracts. We are at 82.45. And what I expect you to see here, King Dollar can back right down into the 81.95 once again. Why? Because it did everything it should have done. A to B equals C to D. You're backing down with lighter volume. King Dollar's going to take a little break here before it makes the run to that 85, which totally makes sense. Now, what's going to get intriguing is that I suspect King Dollar is going to give the metal market a chance to basically see if it can perform, see if it can get that wide price spread, accelerated volume. Some of the high volume stocks in a low volume market. Bank of America is down 17. You get Apple up $1.20. Facebook is off $1.32. We got Halliburton down 134. Smith & Wesson, I guess we're not going to be buying any more guns, so check out Smith & Wesson, folks. Smith & Wesson is down $1.78. It's only $11 stock to start with. But what you have, this is Smith & Wesson is a classic. If you want to see how you can get to higher highs with no volume, and then you go right back to the last time there's any volume. This is so classic, it's actually insane. We take a look at Smith & Wesson. High was generated in 2007. $22, crashed to 167. It does an expansion up to 2 months ago, 1728. Last time it had any volume, though, you can see it clear as a bell, was December of 2012. The high of December 2012 was $11.25. It's exactly what we're coming into right now. In fact, it hit, if you want to see something that's insane, we hit 11.26 today. Now, 11.25 is real price. Price, volume, all of the above. Now the question is, okay, where does it go from here? So we take this, and I'm going to put this back now on a 2-year weekly. And we take a look at a 2-year weekly. What's screaming out there is, guess what? You're screaming for 930 to 767. Why? Because you've broken the trend with conviction, wide price spread, accelerated volume. This has a long way to go down. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. So come right back. Dow Industrials right now down 7. NASDAQ is off 6.5. S&Ps are off 4. We're going to be right back.